course, of course.
Hey, welcome back to Raff's Brain, riffing with Raff. Fitness at 50. This might be the fourth or fifth time we've connected. I am making progress on my journey to health and wellness. And I'm here with my coach and my cousin, the amazing and wonderful Zachariah Lawson. Thank you so much for another conversation, Zachariah. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent, man. How are you doing?
I'm okay, man. I probably had my first plateau week of sorts.
Uh-huh.
In the sense that my wife turned 50. Today we have a huge party. I had an
Uh-huh.
unexpected friend in town on Thursday night. I mean, it's just been like one hit after another. As you
Yeah.
as you see in my weekly updates, though, I'm maintaining my exercise. My diet is up and down. The calories are lower, but I don't know, man. It's just I'm okay. I weighed in at like 219 this morning, so I think I kind of like finished the week flat, which is good. Just maintenance,
Yeah.
given what I experienced. Is that all right?
Yeah, and in those busy weeks, that's just going to happen. Like, there's also other factors that go into it too. Like, if you have like higher cortisol levels, like if you're stressed, things are going on, it's going to make all those other things fluctuate too. So totally normal.
Yeah,
But,
big
that's also
facts.
just you have to enjoy life too.
Thank you. I always like that encouragement. You're great, man. So, the accountability factor of this relationship has been really important for me. I know the right decisions to make, but then when I know at the end of the day, I got to report to Zach what I'm doing, it sort of puts a little pressure on and
Just a
just
little. Just a
and
little, right?
healthy pressure.
Yeah, yeah. It's not so much that it's going to be like overwhelming or like an assignment or something, but it's kind of more like a peer pressure where it's kind of like, it's going to take me a few minutes to write this out, then you kind of get an idea of like where you're at, what you've been doing,
Yeah.
helps you to stay like accountable too. And then you can kind of look back like after a week that you do have like a plateau and be like, what was it like? What were the factors that made me plateau? And what was it that I like, it becomes kind of just more of an equation, like what's the next steps that I can make progress this coming week? Which sometimes that's just life, it's
It
just kind
is
of like,
life. My life though gets crazy, buddy. So today family members are in. We're celebrating all in one afternoon,
uh-huh.
50 years of existence. My wife turned 50 last Tuesday. We went to a winery, had some good times, and then I turned 50 later in October. So we're
Oh,
celebrating both
really?
of those. Yes, so two 50s. It's called a 50-20-50 party. The 20 is for our 20-year wedding anniversary, which is coming up. So
Oh, wow.
we wrapped it all in one. We have 150 people coming over in about 2 hours. I'm getting the house cleaned up. We have a DJ, karaoke. We have a pool. We have, cocktails, beer, wine. It's going to be a chaotic, forensic day. And I know I'm just, we have delivery catering barbecue coming later. It's going to be
And
nuts.
and
I
you're
want,
at the beach.
and I'm at the beach on the the white sandy beaches here
Yeah.
where the weather is always beautiful.
Where is this backdrop from?
It's a place called Zoom Backdrops.
Okay.
I don't know where they took that picture, but it's beautiful. It looks like a palm tree. I'm gonna bet I have no idea, frankly. I have no
You
idea.
guys you guys frequent the Outer Banks usually, right, too?
Yeah, we don't have this type of situation in the Outer Banks typically.
Yeah.
That palm trees aren't quite in effect down there. But yes, we have a place in Duck, North Carolina, which you should come visit sometime. Although it'll not compare on the beachfront to a place like Miami, but it's a small little sea town, beach town,
Yeah.
and
We went all together, remember,
oh
5 years ago?
yeah, we were there. We were in
Yeah.
Corolla North. We were in like a huge mansion. That was a good time. That was about 5 years ago,
Well,
2020.
remember that was a rough one for me.
I
I was
heard
I was a little bit more of a delinquent back then.
you've really shaped up. I like how you've turned it around. And I'm kind of like, you're way ahead of the curve. I'm still delinquent in heart and I need to get my act together. And I'm starting to do it. It's been 1 month in roughly. I'm probably down about 6 or 7 pounds. That's perfect. It's where I want to be.
Uh-huh.
Keep it going every month. I mean, my goal is to get down to like 200, 190. 190 would be amazing. So, by the end of the year, or maybe even more like springtime, it's doable. If I get a pound a week or so. Here's the problem. One more thing just to tease for next week.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure we're going to be able to record on Saturday next week, or I don't know when we'll record. So this is a hectic week and I plateaued. It was okay.
Yeah.
Next week, I'm going to Los Angeles for several days for work, but it's a big gala and event and all sorts of craziness and open bars and beautiful situation with the food and everything. So I think it's just a matter, and also I'll say this, traveling, although I don't fly a lot when I do, I'm going to make a real intentional shift, Zach. I'm not just going to eat trash. Like usually when I'm on the road, I just kind of stuff my face with whatever looks good and is in front of me. Like, oh, I need some gummy bears.
Yeah.
I need some cheeseburgers. I'm gonna actually take a piece of fruit with me. I'm gonna like not
There you go.
buy. By the way, why are we paying like $30 for a pack of Chex Mix at the airport? It's like
Terrible,
hostage, the hostage crisis. So,
right?
oh, those, I'll take some of the power bars.
Take some of those with you.
Yes, I will take a supply with me, and those things are so crucial. Uh,
Exactly. Yeah, there's always ways around it. The RX bars too, like there's, like you said, the fruit, like I always take like bananas with me places. There's actually some other bars I can send you to. I don't know why people always name them after themselves, but there's David bars and Jacob bars now. They're pretty macro friendly, but there's plenty of ways to still like, feel like munching, you feel like having a snack, you can do that and it's not so detrimental.
yeah. Um, Trying to think what else I could use help on. Nothing at the moment. Well, let's say like today's lunch. It's a barbecue
Yeah.
spread. We have a little obviously pork and steak and chicken and cornbread. That's gonna kill me if I eat that too much. I just
Yeah.
gotta, it's all about moderation, right? Just be intentional.
Exactly.
Just be
Yeah.
intentional.
Yeah, and portion size too. So it's like, don't go all out on cornbread. Yeah, maybe have a piece, but don't go back two, three, four times.
I'll try to keep you in mind today when I track this
There
diet.
you go.
Because I want to report back later tonight that I did well. I did an hour of hot yoga this morning. I feel great about that. I stuck with that
Nice.
commitment. Getting 10,000 steps in today is going to be, I can do it.
You'll probably do more just because you'll be up and about, like
Yeah, I'll be
talking to
walking
people,
around.
interacting, even just pacing around and stuff. You'll probably hit way more just
Yeah,
incidentally. Yeah.
I might get a surprising amount of steps in today.
Yeah.
Um, but even if I don't, at the end of the night, people leave. The party kind of shuts down at 10 because the noise ordinances here.
Yeah.
Um, I'll just walk around outside like drunk,
Yeah.
Look up and
There
down
you
the
go.
street. I won't be hurting anybody. I'll just be staggering a little bit. I get to 10,000 steps. It'll feel great before I crash.
Yeah. By any means necessary.
I have hit the goal repeatedly. And dude, some of these days I'm going like 15, 17,000. It's crazy because
Yeah.
I'm racing around. I got a lot of, it's just what it is.
That's awesome.
It is
It's even
awesome.
better. Like if you could even hit 15, that's even better. It's not like there's a limit to what you can do. We're just trying to get to a minimum,
Yeah.
right?
And I've been doing some of the strength workouts. You suggested the push-ups and the
Uh,
other things, and my body is more discomfort, and I wake up in the mornings. It's okay. It's a good thing. You just got to keep grinding. Do you have
it
a quick
doesn't,
question? Because you're in
yeah.
shape, you're in fit, and I think it's also about some of the yogis that I see. There's some very accomplished yogis that I practice with. They
Hmm.
are just unbelievable. Their strength, their agility,
Hmm.
balance, flexibility. You're strong, you're buff, you're fit and lean, and all this. Like, do you struggle when you're working out, or is it kind of like effortless at some time? Like you just feel,
No, definitely. Yeah, definitely still a struggle for sure. Like even today, like I hit legs yesterday and like it's hard to walk. And so I'm like, sometimes you do too much or you overdo it. And also, I think I'm going to do this thing called Squattober, which is where you do squats every day for the month of October. Which even after like just the first couple days, my legs are killing me. And it's definitely not like there's many days that I'm not looking forward to it. That's why I think like the importance of the deadline where like I'm going to push for this amount of time is really useful. So like if I was planning on doing like a competition, which I don't have one lined up at the moment, it's like I know that there's like a deadline, there's an end date, and there's like some sort of like consequence for usually public humiliation if I don't hit these goals, That's usually a good one.
I love it. I
So it
love it.
makes me just push harder, which you can also overdo it if you feel like too much of that pressure. So you got to find that like balance. But yeah, it's never necessarily like there are days that I look forward to the working out more, but there's also plenty of days where I'm like dreading it. And I'm like, I know I just got to get this over with. On those days, I usually just say like, you know what? Let me just go to the gym and I'll just get like one set in. I'll do one exercise of something. Maybe I'll stretch a little bit. And then usually just being there and like being in the environment and just kind of having already committed to it, I just kind of end up pushing through and doing like the whole workout anyways.
There's something you said there, which is really interesting to me, and we won't riff on it too long. I got to bounce soon, but I want to just come back to this in a future episode. You have what's called like an accountability or triggering mechanism. You're going to be go in public in some way, and that makes you kind of get it forces you to take action even when
Yeah.
you don't feel like it. So I have a similar thing because I have my own birthday party on October 23rd at a brewery. It's going to be a band and some other things, but I'm going to do like a little one man show, probably 20, 30 minutes, comedy, dance, all weird stuff. I'm a weird guy, but it'll be
Gotcha.
fun. But I'm in the process of writing it. And it's like, dude, that's only 3 weeks away, less than 3 weeks away. I gotta like tighten this up. This has to be decent. I probably have 50 or 60 of my friends coming, and like, I don't want, it's a friendly audience, but I need to perform. And here's the
Yeah.
thing, without that trigger, I don't know that I ever really, really forced myself to do it. So it's almost like there's this old saying, nothing focuses the mind like a public hanging, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're gonna get embarrassed, you want to
Yeah.
try to prevent, you want to minimize the embarrassment and do your best, you know?
Exactly.
So it's a fun thing that it's true for creative people. It's true for fitness fanatics like you. It's
Yeah.
like having an external exposure
Yeah.
can help things. So I have to think about that. This is really a stretch. I'm not going to do this. I'm definitely not committing to it. And I would say the odds are under 5% that I would ever do this in my life. But if I were to train for a public, flex, I mean,
Yeah.
what does that even look like for for a first time guy who's kind of, in his early 50s and I'm not super jacked? Like what?
There's a lot of people who do it actually. There's a lot of guys. There's even like age as well as like weight and height categories.
Yeah.
Like there is still like, even guys I've seen as old as like 70 doing their first show. So like
This is really interesting. Just as I get older, and my
yeah,
show, the comedy show that the storytelling I'm doing is a little bit about keep continuing to challenge yourself as you get older and look for new opportunity. I'm not going to write it off. I'm saying it's less than 5%. It might
yeah,
not be like 6%. The idea that someone 70 years old is taking a risk and trying to do bodybuilding and flex in public,
yeah,
that's inspiring.
it
I
is.
might have to be that guy someday.
Yeah.
But let's first things first. Get me to
Yeah.
190. If I can get down cut the weight to 190, then I'll work on the muscle tone a little more. We'll see where things go from there. But
Or even
first,
setting like first off setting like so what kind of got me into it first was doing the half marathon last year. So like
yeah, I can do,
so
dude. I ran a marathon. I check that box.
there you go. All right. Also maybe an Ironman or a high
Oh,
rock.
Iron Man would be great. Like run. I like to swim, although it's harder than like I imagine. Oh, swimming's fun. No, it's hard, dude. Swimming is
Very difficult.
very difficult, cardio and strength all together.
Well, there's a lot of ways to go about it. More than
Yes.
one way. What's the saying? More than one way to skin a cat.
Yeah, but I don't like skinning cats. I like to pet cats. I don't want to skin a cat. Like
Well, there's more than one way to pet the cat too. So make you feel good.
just I'm joking, dude. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, well, this has been a fun accountability check-in. We're making progress, a little bit of a plateau. It's okay. We're going to continue. Next week could also be a plateau if I go off the rails in LA a little bit. We're going to see. We're going to see what happens. I will try to be intentional today. I can't promise that I won't fall into, some terrible, the pit of despair or something while I'm here.
Just always keep in the back of your mind. Just
I
every
will.
every conscious decisions. That's all.
Conscious decisions is the key. Thank you so much, Zachariah. Thanks everybody for tuning in. See you next time on Raff's Brain. Bye
So yeah.
bye. How do I stop the recording? That's something I got to learn. Here it is.